Okay. Alright. How's it going, everyone? Hopefully y'all are doing well. I guess I'll just get into it. Bun is on her way back from a little road trip today, so I am kind of just chilling, if I'm being honest. Like, I really don't have too much that I actually intended on doing today. Hey Circle, how's it going? Hey Velo, good to see you. Hope everyone's doing well. So I actually realized after I ended stream that I think I might be able to just do a vanilla overlay of the dolphin graphic. Because I'm pretty sure this graphic the dolphins are using is actually unused by Dino Torches normally. So like typically if you have this like kind of graphical overlaid stuff like this from using sprites where you're not supposed to, it's like generally not the best idea to just like completely overwrite sheets. But this like entire animation of the big guys being able to breathe fire like isn't even a behavior that they can do in the game anymore. So with all of that said, I think I'm going to open up YYCHR and import some actual dolphins to this level. And actually, on that note, can I do the horizontal dolphins too? Probably not. Yeah, see, so this is actually probably going to be a pretty good example of this. So we have the vertical dolphins that just jump straight up and down that are using this part of the graphic sheets that's completely unused. So that one's probably going to be pretty easy for me to edit. But if I were to edit the horizontal dolphins in here, it uses one tile of the fire as well as a little bit of the actual Dino Torch graphic. So I don't think I'd be able to really do that. But I mean, honestly, only having access to vertical dolphins, I guess, is fine. Like, it doesn't really change a ton, if I'm being honest. It gives me another thing to platform off of. Okay, where is my YYCHR? I think I'm just gonna make a copy of this sheet just to play it safe. But okay. Yeah, also I did my nails. They're cute and pink. Oh, that's not 22. It's because it's 23. Learn to read. Come on. Okay. What a weird spot of the graphic sheet to take up. Because that means it absolutely takes up the actual walking animation of this. I think all of these tiles down here are okay. And I think even these ones are okay. But just like based where the... How does that actually work? on this graphic sheet. What is that? How is that graphically stored on the Dolphin sheet? Hold up. I'm so confused. I'm opening up another YYCHR to see this. I mean, also I need to open up the other YYCHR anyway, but... I just realized you can only see one of these YYCHR windows in OBS. Let me see if I can open another one. Okay. So right now I have two YYCHR windows open. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm kind of trying to combine some of the graphics from the water one into the Dino Rhino one, just whatever I can really use at this point, I guess. And I guess for those that don't know how sprite stuff works in SMW, basically each of these sprites, the one on the water one is a much better optimized sheet than the Dino Rhino one, so it's probably a better one to use as an example, even though it's the smaller one. So let me make it a little bigger. But you can kind of see that like each sprite from the water set kind of like has its own spot on the sheet, and as you look through the sheets, you can kind of see that like the amount of slots and like spots for stuff doesn't change per sheet, but like what appears on sheets does. I did a really bad job of explaining that, but basically what it means is for stuff that appears on this graphic sheet, such as the dolphin and apparently even the blooper here, I can copy this and just completely overwrite this one, and now I have dolphins in this level without really very much. Well, I have vertical dolphins in this level, let me be clear, because horizontal dolphins are apparently their own special little beast because they take up this little spot up here. And I think because they take up that spot, I'm not able to use them. Can't use any of the ones that actually interrupt the fire. So yeah, it would already get in the way. I have Eries available for some reason. That might actually be kind of helpful. Yeah, I guess should be without mentioning that with custom sprites and stuff, you can basically remap where all of these sprites are, and then all of a sudden it's really nice and compact. Which, like, I could do if I wanted to. I think I kind of enjoyed the limitation of this one specifically. Like, I feel like this sprite sheet alone is probably enough to work with. Oh, actually, let me copy this. I don't think I need the full eyes for the dolphin, but just in case. Okay, so let's file, save as this edited graphics sheet. We're gonna go to X graphics, and we'll just name it graphics 123 so it's easy to find. Except I have to name it X graphics 123 because it's X graphics. Yeah, like most of the time there's enough that you can do with the sprites that you're given that you don't really need to go that far to like remap stuff. There are some times where you have to. Like if I wanted to use sea mines in this level, for instance, it would be kind of annoying to do without remapping. So now I'm going to click this mushroom thing here to quick insert X graphics, and then it's going to insert those graphics that I just made, which will then allow me to change the SP4 from 23 down to 123. Which all it did is give us dolphins. Nice. So, it doesn't work like that all the time. I just happened to notice that the dolphin, or the vertical dolphin, lined up very well with the Dino Rhino sheet. And honestly, even just vertical dolphins and Dino Rhinos, I feel like is unique enough of a sprite sheet that people haven't really seen a ton of it before. Hey Kevin, so I'm not gonna say no to that because there is a chance that I get bored and just want to play Hi-Fi Rush before Bun comes home. But the stream absolutely is ending before Bun comes home because she's been on a road trip all day. And when she gets home, I'm just gonna want to chill with her because I miss her. But if I run out of steam creatively before then and she's still not home, then I will probably switch her over to Hi-Fi Rush, yes. How's it going? Okay. I could also potentially have ninjas, apparently. Because the ninjas are just straight up on a X sheet. Okay, I mean, before I get too far, why don't I just look, right? What sheet are ninjas over you? I'm pretty sure ninjas are very low graphics effort dudes. Like they have maybe 2 frames of animation. Oh, that looks like it might actually line up with them. I'm not entirely sure what things I can do with Ninjas and Dino Rhinos together, if I'm being honest. But they're both cute, so... So I think they just replace here and here, right? Okay. Why not? I mean, it's literally otherwise unused graphic space on the sheet, so like I might as well, right? Okay. So this is where it starts to get like a little annoying when you're replacing stuff. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't really affect this of the sheet, so let me just do it this way. Wait a minute, hold on, let me make sure this lines up right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. End of 2, beginning of 3. End of 2, beginning of 3. Okay. I wanted to make sure that lined up right, but we can actually just perfectly squeeze in ninjas here. It's just a little annoying to... Okay, so this is probably something that other people like know how to do pretty well, but I don't really actually know how to like manually make this sheet otherwise. I don't know why I copied that part down there. So what we're gonna do... I didn't do this right at all. Okay. Copy this one. Copy this one. And then... Oh my god, I didn't do it all. Okay, let's just pretend like I know what I'm doing. Do it right here. And right here. Then I will copy you right here. So this goes here. This goes here. Okay. You can right click and drag for a smaller section of YYCHR. Well, that is helpful tip. Thank you. That would unironically have saved me a lot of time before. Wait, why is this Ninja all split in half? Oh, is Ninja like half a tile off? Did I count that wrong? Let me open up Zoe. One, two, three. God damn it, I was a half a tile off. Yeah, I'm not sure how I counted that wrong, but he's like a half a tile of overlap on the Dino Rhino. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how he was off by a half a sheet, but whatever. That's fine, I guess. So it's a little frustrating that Nintendo chose to put the Dino Rhinos exactly where they did. Especially because if you look at the Dino Rhino sheet, like, there's a spot over here for them to just slide over another tile. And if they're even over, like, another tile, you can have so many cool sprites in this spot. But because they specifically are exactly where they're at, I think this might actually be where we have to limit the sprite sheet. Which honestly is still a pretty big sprite sheet, so I'm not super mad about it, but like... yeah. I completely forgot how this level plays, so let's just go ahead and load it up and see how it goes. Did my phone turned off? Okay. Well, I sure hope Bun hasn't been trying to call me. How the hell did my phone turn off? Oh, whoops. That's weird. Okay, I'll get rid of the Eerie then, I guess. I didn't realize that the jumping Dino Rhino sheet is different. Sorry, my phone apparently died without like any kind of warning whatsoever, so now I gotta make sure Bun wasn't trying to call me or anything. I think she's still driving home, so I think it was still okay, but like she is also on her way home, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it was, Kevin, where my phone just decided that it had enough. I replaced the actual graphics 23. Oops. Hey, for now, that's good. Okay. This is fine. I think I could still use this guy. How am I planning on doing this? Okay. Okay. You can't use blurps anyway because they apparently also use some of the fireball, which like I guess I could actually get over because I don't think I'm using the fireball anywhere, but I think having access to another spin jump thing is probably better for the sake of this level. Alright, well the good news is Dolphins look perfect with the sprite sheet. And that's honestly just something that like works with the vanilla thing really well. Because the animation that was overlapped by the Dolphins isn't used in the game anymore, so even think I need this one, honestly. Not sure why I switched away from Bunbun. Okay, cool, that still works. Actually, I guess what I could just do. Except that jump kind of sucks. Even getting a quick jump with Mario there doesn't feel super great. I guess I could just do this though, right? Right, there's really no reason for me to not give that extra tile a room, and suddenly that feels fine. Unless that messes up the Dino Rhino thing, but I think it's okay. If he touches that cement block at all, then I'll just get rid of it, but... if possible, I would like for the player to have another tile to run there. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but... Sweet, that still works. Okay. I think rather than trying to jump up somewhere, it makes more sense just to force a stall. This a little closer, this makes this more manageable. Level design pro tip. If you're having a hard time making your stuff line up, it might be because you're trying to force like max jumps or like max timing for everything. If you condense it, you surprisingly are able to fit a lot more stuff in. And like logically that makes sense, but a lot of creators, myself included, have a tendency to kind of want to make like big jumps happen because big jumps feel good. But it took me a long time to realize that small jumps also feel good. Also, I think this actually works out better because now you have to flutter to break your spin, which you have to do to be able to stall over here. So I think this is officially the first forced mid-air switch of Bunbun 3 now. Because I think everything else you can pretty much get by with just Mario or Daisy or Bun. It's been a year since I've patched in Bun and I still keep calling her Daisy. I'm sorry. Okay, so I can at least stall for that long, but I definitely still have to shorten this. Or just raise these two. And shorten it. As long as it's not just possible to jump straight from the piranha plant to here, that's all that really matters to me. Good news is it doesn't seem like Bun was trying to contact me right away. Okay, I think I can probably afford to make the blurps happen. Because I already think I have one frame of them, and I think the other one is just one of those fireballs. So let me look at that, because I think that would actually give me, honestly, this is a pretty diverse sprite sheet if I'm able to get blurps in here as well. Because then I'll have regular fish, dino rhinos, dolphins, and piranha plants, which I think is more than enough to force both spin jumps and regular jumps. This is a pretty fun little sprite sheet if I'm able to get this all together. And there's really no reason to keep fireballs, right? Because they're basically just piranha plants, but RNG pretty much after the first one. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it's just one of these ones for sure. We can totally change that. Okay. What sprite sheet are they in? 6. Hey Focus, how's it going? Good to see you. Okay, so it's not actually showing both windows in here. So let me look at that real quick. It sort of defeats the point if it's just showing the same window twice. Oh yeah, we can totally replace that. It's going okay. We're kind of just chilling and waiting for Bun to get back from her road trip, so we're chilling and combining some graphics together for making a special world level of Bun 3. God, I'm so sad the Ninjas didn't work out by half a tile. That pisses me off so much. I was so excited that we were going to be able to squeeze Ninjas in here, because it looked like it lined up, but then we put them in the level, and it was actually like this, and not like this. And that's such a small difference, but like it makes a huge difference in a fucking Dino Rhino level because I can't replace that tile at all. Like if the Dino Rhino squish thing was just over here, like I don't need one S over here, Nintendo. You couldn't have just squeezed that over there. Like I wouldn't have been able to have sideways dolphins anyways because that would have dipped into the fire up here, but like I could have had Ninjas. Come on. Anyway. Rant over. We have blurps now. Because I don't think I'm using fireballs at all, right? Yeah. And I can't replace anything else. No. Okay. Alright. I mean, honestly, I would say that worked out pretty well. There's like a chance I might be able to squeeze in more to this graphic sheet, but I think this is enough to work with. So let's quick insert X graphics, save, reload the level, and then suddenly we have blurps too. Fish wall, the dream is real. I wonder if I can get stars in this background. I don't want a lot, but I might want like the little ones that flicker. That might look nice. I'm trying to have like an actual like special world aesthetic for this game, because I feel like I don't really see that ever in Kaizone. I feel like it might be kind of fun. So I want to try to have like all of the special worlds kind of have this like really black background aesthetic sort of thing. And maybe carry it across a couple of different level styles, while still focusing on mostly just Mario and Bun platforming. Okay, we're now getting to the point where it may just be easier to just sit here with Bun and then do a jump over there, which I need to make sure you can't do. Okay, I mean, out of sheer lack of time, I guess, there's not really... I feel like this level already looks much better than it did when I started off tonight, which is good. Okay, I wonder if I can do this and get the Dino Rhino to go even farther onto the 1F0. Because that might be slightly faster. Visually, it's gonna look the same to the player, I think, but... Interesting. No, he just... Oh, he just keeps on going. Why does he keep going? If I narrow this, will he... Now I'm just curious. I can delete this at any point to fix the setup, but I kind of just want to play with this because I have not seen this before. Okay, so then he would just get stuck. Interesting. But if I bring it all the way to the top of the screen, he eventually comes down? Why is that the case? What he doing indeed? I love that random fish kill where it just eats off to the side for some reason. Interesting. So it just doesn't work if it's more than that. Frames, we good? This overlap visually looks a little more interesting. I guess I could even just have this going to here. Okay. I kind of don't want this segment to go too much farther than after this fire flower thing, so I'm gonna have to pretty quickly figure out what to do with that. Okay, now my phone says I got 3 missed calls from Bun like a half hour ago. Cool. Thanks, phone. 1 second. Okay. Everything is fine. She was just in traffic and wanted to check in. I took the break to have a dab as well, so she said she's about an hour and a half away or so. She's also picking up dinner, so that should give us enough time to potentially finish up this segment. At least before the H. I think Special World, in terms of level design, I'm going to try to keep as straightforward as possible. I was debating making Special Worlds all 1 checkpoint levels. But also I kind of wanted to design more than 1 checkpoint with this palette and sprite sheet. I feel like there's a lot more that I could do with all of these enemies together than just one segment. And I mean, granted, I'm still planning on the same thing for Special World that I have for the rest of the game, where I'm like combining the gimmicks together into a castle or whatever, but like only for that world specifically. Okay, I think it's best if I just... do something more like this. This level went from a kind of whatever sprite sheet to being one of the most maybe dynamic sprite sheets I have in the game. Which is pretty wild, seeing as how it is centered entirely around what else I can cram into the Dino Rhino sheet. And nothing else. Like the entire graphics sheet has what else fits in here? What else? The fish flying off to the side is never not gonna make me laugh, by the way. I also have zero desire to fix it. Quote, if it's even worth, it's not even something worth fixing, but like, okay. I think actually this obstacle works better if I just get rid of this. And you're just forced to double bop off of it before the thing falls at the lava at you. Oh man, I was supposed to clean the rig today. Should probably end the stream a little early to do that for Bun. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. And Lakara, good to see y'all. Hope you're doing well. Tempted to clean? Nice. I've been pretty lazy today, if I'm being honest. Honestly, no to that palette change. I liked it better when it was. Why don't I just do this then? Let's be dark. It's a little intense. This will be less saturated in there. Okay, nice purple. I'll take that. Okay. And since tonight's gonna probably be a pretty short stream, since I'm probably gonna wrap up in about an hour or so, we will be streaming again tomorrow at about the same time to probably finish up Hollow Knight. It sounds like I don't really have very much left to take care of. So we will probably try to finish that off, maybe mess around and try out the full for a little bit just to see. I'm not gonna hardcore commit to it or anything, but and then since that probably I imagine won't take all of stream, I definitely want to finish Hi-Fi Rush while I still remember how to play it. I like this game, but it is definitely a kind of game where I need to remember the controls because it just keeps adding more and more. And also I want to keep playing it because it's a very good game, so... I think opening up the ceiling is a good call, because doing a regrab with this kind of doesn't feel the best because you do the flutter a little early. So I think to keep that in mind, let's do this. And I think that actually means I can shorten the top one. No, there's no 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, honestly, if you're able to jump back and get the flutter for that and land it, I think you deserve to save it. So I think that would be fine. I think that's officially in the realm of more effort than the intended strat, so it's not really worth de-choosing. Thomas, thank you for the gift sub. What good aim too, because it hit Vincent, who will definitely appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Sorry, that caught me off guard. I was barely in the zone of getting rid of these mushrooms. Well, thank you very much. Good to see you. We are doing well. Bun's on her way back from a trip from the Bay Area that she took for the day. Hey, Bunny Bun. Good to see you. So I'm kind of just streaming for about another hour or so. It's going to be kind of a short stream tonight. But kind of just wanted to pop on and get a little bit of Bun 3 stuff done. Honestly, we made a lot more progress than I thought we were going to. We got the graphics for these dolphin and the fish that I'm about to spin jump off of working in this level. And it's still pretty much just Super Mario World. I'm just kind of optimizing it a bit better. Not even really optimizing, just combining graphics in a way they probably should have been combined in the first place if there was more time. It's like these graphics fit together perfectly fine. Okay. Apparently I can't do the floating platform. That's fine. Doesn't really change anything, we'll just do it with the ground here instead. Honestly, this looks more interesting anyway. This is possible. This is possible, I think.
This journey we took together, we made so many memories that I'll cherish forever. Will you make me a promise? No matter where you go in life, never forget
Big
me.
legs. Well, thank you for the gift, so
I'll
much
never forget
appreciated.
you,
Good to see you
even
again.
if I tried. I know I'll never forget you. This journey we took together, we made so many
I don't think
memories
this is
that I'll cherish
possible
forever.
currently.
Even if I tried. Will you make me a promise? Never forget me.
Okay, now I think it's possible. Let me turn my phone up so I can actually like hear if Bun calls. It should be ending stream before she's calling, but just in case. Questionable, but okay.
Should I take a deep faith? Should I take a leap? Taste what a bittersweet. All my life. Let me face my fears. Let me face my fears. Won't be long, I'm almost here. Watch me cry, you're my face, when my face, my face. I won't be long, I'm almost here. Watch me cry. All my tears.
I think I prevented you from being able to just run back and hit that block. I'm all for flexibility of obstacles, so I still want you to actually move obstacles. Oh, that's the first time he's done that. What do turn blocks and ventures use the same palette? I guess I don't have to. I could replace the palette for that pretty easily, I would imagine. You got hecked on? I'm sorry, Tom. Oh, palette zero, of course. Palette zero. Okay, so it's just that over. Okay. That's fine. I was trying to avoid using map 16 as much on this level as I reasonably can, but I think it's worth it to change the palette of this to also make turn blocks like a viable thing in this level. I guess that doesn't look as busy as I was worried about it looking. Also, the question mark blocks look much better now, so
Okay.
feeling pretty good about this palette now. I needed to keep it a little eye searing at first to try to keep the contrast high, but I'll need to get some, but oh, actually, there's some right here. Thank you, Thomas. Okay. This setup still feels like 90% consistent, but 90% consistent isn't enough for me. So let's just keep testing away, I guess. I don't like when it does that hop like that, because I feel like that means it might be inconsistent. Talia raid. How's it going, Talia? Hi everyone. I'm CO. I'm probably gonna be wrapping up stream not super long from now, just as a heads up. But we are working on Bunbun 3 in the meantime. Hi, how's it going? What were you up to? How was Minecraft? We have a decent level going here, I would say. You can copy your own raid message, that's okay. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Just kind of chilling, waiting for Bun to get back from her road trip. It sounds like it went well for her, which is good. How's it going, Sabotage? Good to see you. And no worries. You're never really late to a raid, in my opinion. Unless the stream's over. I guess at that point you are late to the raid. But until that point, you are not late to the raid, in my opinion. This looks fun. Thanks. Unlike my QLDC level, this level is aimed to be fun. So I hope it is. We got a lot of stuff crammed onto the sprite sheet tonight without it feeling like super out of place or anything. So I think I'll take that. I think that means we're actually getting somewhere. This is also intended to be special world levels, by the way, for those that are wondering. So, the main part of the game will not have any force switches, ideally, between Bun or Mario. You should just be able to beat pretty much every obstacle with whoever you want. I think there's a couple of obstacles I have to redesign for that to be true, but it's pretty close to every obstacle can be done with both characters so far. Outside of Special World. Special World I am going to just force it, because I think I would be doing it a disservice if I didn't force it in at least some areas. Looking good, thank you. How's it going, Tom? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Special World makes sense for it to sort of be the place where the training wheels kind of come off for it. You've already played the entire game at that point, presumably. I'm gonna be real, presumably with Mario, because I suspect outside of the Daisy only level that most people probably won't be switching around too much with the characters. Out of the initial round of playtesters, Third Wall was the only one that like reliably switched between Bun and Mario for obstacles. The fact that he was willing to made me excited though, because that meant that once people get comfortable with it, I think it'll be something that they can suss out a little bit. I think I'm gonna extend this butcher wall a bit more, just to make it more likely for you to actually fall. You're anticipating playing mostly as Bun. I'm curious to see how the wider playtest pool does, because I suspect almost everyone will probably just be playing through as Mario. Hey Lit, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm suspecting / hoping that as people get more comfortable with just playing the game in general, that they'll feel comfortable switching, but I'm not suspecting that it'll come super naturally to people until Special World. Which, speaking of, I'm probably gonna draw some graphics tonight for... Ah, goddammit, almost. Okay. You respawn that guy too? That's cool. I might actually reuse that. Not as cute. True. Jinky, hi. How's it going? Oh no, there's about to be an ad. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Okay, what time is it? 7:12. Let's go for about another 20 minutes. Wrap up at 7:30, I think. I do have ideas for this level, but I really want to make sure I'm like solidly offline before Bun gets home, because I haven't seen her all day and I miss her. So you're doing well? That's good to hear. Like the 4 switches, thank you. It's something I've been very intentional about not doing until Special World, but I'm excited to force in Special World because I think it's a good natural progression for Special World to have something that the rest of the game doesn't have, but also still feel like it's a part of the game. I think I've done that okay before in my previous hacks, but I'm excited to more like spell it out here. I don't know if I want Special World to only be accessible after you've beaten every other level, or if it should be something that you can kind of dip into over time, kind of like vanilla SMW. I sort of did that in Bunbun 1, I guess, but I definitely need to at least make LR switching signs, since I imagine this will be the first level of Special World. So I thought about just letting the player figure it out, but since I haven't done it throughout the rest of the game, I'm thinking the easiest way is to just make a sign that says LR, like the Prince 201 GG or whatever, but just have it say LR on it. I was avoiding it for a minute because I wanted to see how it would feel without. Well, okay. Especially here, because this isn't like a super... So, like, to me, this makes sense that you would switch to Bun and use a Flutter to try to cancel the spin to be able to actually bop off this guy and go under here. But I could see that being confusing. And also something I want to try here. Yeah, I would either be doing the Spindicators or an LR sign. I think both would just be overkill. I'm trying to determine if the coins alone are enough, or if I should just do the graphic. I think the graphic would probably be cleaner anyway, honestly. Do I have a coin indicator for flutters that's a different color? I do not. Realistically, I probably should, I guess, but... The problem is, though, is I don't like using 3 different colors of coins in a level if I can. Because that's just mentally a lot to ask the player to keep track of. 2 happens to work out pretty well because it's just not really that hard to remember 2, honestly. But I feel like 3 ends up starting to cloud it a little bit more. Okay, I mean, honestly, like, we didn't actually make any, like, distance-wise progress in this level. I mean, I guess I sort of tuned up this obstacle a bit more, but I feel like we got a lot of this cleaned up. I'm so glad that these dolphins just, like, slid into the vanilla graphics, by the way. For those that are wondering, this is a vanilla graphic sheet that I edited. Obviously around the Dino Rhinos, because Dino Rhinos are a fucking nightmare, but fiddling around in YYCHR, we found out that we were able to add these two. Oops. We were able to add these two guys from the water sprite sheet without any conflict in graphics or anything. And then combined with the regular fish and piranha plants that are just in the SP3. We actually have a pretty, honestly, dynamic sprite sheet for a Dino Rhino level. I'm gonna raise this fish up one. Yeah, god damn it, that's what I was worried about. Okay. That's fine. It makes this obstacle slightly uglier, but if there's any chance of that happening, I will just add the cloud. This is also a pretty good opportunity for me to use these semi-solids here. So I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I'm going to mention it again. Oh, why did he not jump at all there? That's a problem. Why did he do that? Okay, whatever. Just do this then. I don't typically like doing things so condensed like this, but the Dino Rhino demands this setup, so... This DMB mix is so good. Okay, what if I do 2 fish right here? This might be just long enough for me to stall. This level fits right at home on the Bunbun series. Well, honestly, that means a lot, so thanks. I feel like this level does a lot of things that my levels like to do, but also does a lot of stuff that my levels haven't done before, which is a good feeling. Let me tell you, making 3 hacks is hard. Obviously, making any hack is hard, but like making 3 hacks and actually having like a series of them and try not to just like reuse the same ideas over and over again is very, very difficult. Because like you also still want to kind of reuse some ideas, because otherwise people are like, oh, this doesn't feel like your sequel or whatever. I've been doing a lot of sequel studies for this hack actually, which is kind of interesting, I guess, but just like kind of studying like what people like in a sequel and what people don't like in a sequel, just kind of in general. And luckily, I think this hack is starting to hit a lot of good notes for that. Actually, you know what? Let's lower this so it's a thread on the way up, but then not actually a thread all the way from here. Though, like I was trying to mention, actually, I kind of got sidetracked to this. I am going to be streaming again tomorrow. We're probably going to be wrapping up Hollow Knight, I would imagine. Assuming my friends who were able to guide me through the end of Hollow Knight will be free. We are at 102% in that game, so I don't know how much more of the, like, ridiculous bullshit stuff we're going to do. So I'll probably, from what it sounds like, I have at least one more boss fight to do, and then whatever is left in that, and then I'll probably realistically play Hi-Fi Rush after that because I'm kind of obsessed with that game. We're on track 7 of, I believe, 12, so we will be playing through that absolutely as soon as we can. Oh my god, that spin jump is rough. Okay. Okay, so realistically this level didn't change a ton in about 2 hours of design, and more just kind of got tuned up a little bit. Those fish are brand new because I figured out a way to include them on the sprite sheet, and I also have visual dolphins that don't look like squids jumping out of the water. So I'll take that. I think sometimes people make a sequel to let people know who made the hack. Some players don't know who the makers are, but they want to also do something pretty different, so then players get confused. Yeah, it's a weird balance to strike, because I honestly, for a pretty long time of design of this game, struggled with that a lot. Of like, I do want this to feel like something that people who have played a bunch of Bunbun games won't just like pick it up and be like, oh, this is the same shit that Bunbun 1 and 2 were, and then just like put it down because it's like the same thing, just repackaged in a different ROM or whatever. Because like, you don't want that, but then you also don't want new players to like hear of like, or even players who have like played your stuff before. You still want it to be like familiar, but you don't want it to be like so familiar that people don't like it. But then you also don't want it to be unfamiliar, because then people will also not like it. Long story short is people find more reasons to not like things than to like things most of the time. So it's a hard balancing act to strike. But I've found generally that if you still manage to like stay true to like, at least for me, like my level design ideas and principles and stuff, while still mixing in the Bunbun / Mario platforming for this hack, I feel like that alone is enough of a step up that I can still kind of just do whenever I want with the level design and not have to worry about that being much of a step up. I will say that I think players will be slightly surprised that this hack is harder than they're expecting, but it's also because there's a lot of setups that are very intended to be done with either character, but one way is probably easier than the other. Spoilers. I liked Bun design, so she's definitely not like easy mode in this game or anything, but Bun and the flutter jump do end up actually doing a lot of work in this game. Flower Bun is so cute. Okay. So the good news is we're already basically at the point of the level where I would be adding a checkpoint anyway. So I think this obstacle in particular is probably going to be something pretty simple in terms of just like shoot, fireball, maybe jump a bit so players can kind of just see how cute Bun is Flower Bun, because this is, I think, the first time that it's actually been shown. But we'll figure that out either tomorrow or Saturday, because I do want to keep going with this level. It's nice to be starting a new level, honestly. I've been doing a lot of playtest edits and stuff for a very long time, and it feels good to just be designing a new fun level. But like I was kind of been hinting at, this is actually going to go ahead and wrap it up for me tonight, because I have a little bit of stuff to do before Bun gets home. I think I'm leaving myself enough time to be able to do it at least. So